What's happening? Sorry, I didn't realize how bad it had gotten, how messy this room was. It's downstairs modding some cars. I gotta clean this track off real quick. Let's see, how do I see comments on here? Trying a new setup with my iPad too, so there we go. Large charge on Red Hill Raceway. These are actually my next pick'em race. I was gonna shoot today, but things happen, so we're gonna do the Target cars. But there's 10 of them, so I actually picked this set up here at Walmart. Pretty sweet little 6-car set. So we're gonna make it a 16-car race. So sorry I was late. Let's see. Totally not ready. Alright. Get large charge out of here. One minute from Rhino Frank. I know it's been a long time coming, but here's Ken Castillo, Not Your Dad's Garage, large charge. All I've done is taken it out and take that picture. There it is. Large charge. Wheels are not impressive. Like I said, a lot of my fastest cars are out. I've got my 2 Fairmonts are out at Diecast 64. I'll be playing tomorrow. Hopefully they won me the championship. Went in tied for it, so just gonna grab some cars that are pretty quick. Which one of these F-150s is faster? Go this one. Anybody want anything particular? Let me know. See if I can find it. I got this iPad rigged up here on this tripod, so it might look a little shaky, but I think it's going to give us a better picture. So, let's see. I don't know, we can go with this funny car that won the 120-foot race. Picked up some white F40s. Shit, let's see one of those on there. Michael Mathis, anything you want to see? Let me see here. Gotta throw one of these on there. 50th anniversary Mustang. Charge, we gotta do this. Try to get some fantasy cars, fastest ones I got here. So, since we got large charge, I started out with some of these. Not called large charge anymore, I don't remember what they call it. Silver Bullet. Oh, let's roll with that. These cars, we about to race. I'm not even close to the fastest, but I I really don't think they're gonna have no problem with large charge. Sorry, King Castillo. That's my NASCAR cars. I'm actually kind of organized. It may not look like it, but normally pretty organized. Let's just do some racing. We're gonna start it out with the Silver Bullet. This car not even close to my top 10 fastest. I think it's like 10th just of my fantasy castings. Actually, I don't know what changed from large charge to the Silver Bullet, but let's see if we can get this track in. This is not a 3D bot maker production, obviously. Let's move Guy Fawkes out the way. That looked pretty good. Think so. Excellent. 3D bot maker timer is on. So, large charge, we're gonna start large charge in lane 1. We're gonna put it against the purple Silver Bullet. Let's see what we got. Let's see what kind of time large charge turns. That's not good for large charge. I don't know if large charge can beat any of my cars. A 2.6, that's terrible. I'll swap the lines out. Well, that was fun. Have a good night. Large charge. Not fast at all. 2.349 for that one. And I don't know that we even have to race it against any other ones. That's the slowest car I pulled out. Ah, shit. I feel like I can take one of these. I'm gonna crack a new car. A new Spider-Man. I don't think large charge can beat this new Spider-Man Governor. Fresh out the pack. I was hoping large charge was gonna give us some challenge, but you're right, 3D bot maker. The large charge is not in charge. Governor, fresh out the pack, large charge. Of course, all my fast ones are graphited, so Governor ain't. Let's see what he got. Oh. Large charge goes down to a brand new blister pack car. Ran a little faster than a 2551. Maybe large charge is picking it up. Is it a China lane too? Large charge had him down the hill, but couldn't do it. I mean, we can sit here and race these all night, but large charge is not in charge. I wish King Castillo was on here. That's right. The Indonesian Nightmare, the Governor. No, I shouldn't even be showing you all this, but these new Spider-Man Governors. That's all I'm saying. Listen to these wheels. Fresh out the pack. Giving up one of my secrets. You gotta find good wheels from good cars if you're gonna build a fast mod. So I'll racing against something I just discovered. These older Matchbox laser wheels are fast. This is a Nissan 280Z Matchbox. Metal base, doors open, sweet car. And they're fast. This is going to be embarrassing for large charge. I'm going to say 3 car lengths at least. Not even close. Long way from red pill stocks. I think in a 2319, pretty decent. If you watch Stockcast 64, this car has actually won there quite a few times. It's Han Solo Carbonite, and that thing came just somehow. The wheels from the factory are just sweet. A lot of people's raced them, but none of them have outran this guy. I guess we can go through. I can show you some fast cars if anybody's looking to find some fast stocks. A 2295. Anything under 23 is a really fast car on this track. It's a scale 5th mile at Red Hill. 2295. That thing's going. I think everybody knows the F40s are fast. This is one of the later F40s. I think it's a 99. I won the DCR race with a yellow one just like this. So there's some whites. I've actually got 3 of them. I got the 3 different wheels. We got the bullet hole, the 10-spoke, and old 5-spoke. The 5-spoke seems to be the fastest consistently on most of the mix, even though the bullet hole rims are really fast too. So we can just keep watching large tours get smoked. Two, 3, 1, 7. I don't know how many people know this, but the fastest casting available right now on the shelves for sure. I'm not even going to race it. I want to check it out yourself. These gold Hot Ones wheels. Fastest cars I have these. We'll run this thing where we get to. And I'll show you the next fastest casting on the shelves right now. 2308 for the T-Bird. We're just testing at this point because large charge ain't gonna win any races. Shut up. Next fastest casting, fastest mainline for sure. F-150, 50th anniversary. They're not all fast, they're hit and miss, but you know, you buy 5 of these, you're gonna get one that's real fast. Let me just show you. I'm gonna run some mods. Show you guys some of my mods if you want to see, since I got a few people in here. Anybody want to see mods, let me know. Yes, no. I got some pretty badass mods. I have one from other people and a few that I built too. It's fast. I was actually out there working on a little project for Race Mountain. 3D Block Maker knows what it is. Michael Mathis knows what it is. You see lined up right here. These are all Firebirds that we just raced for pinks. Let's see if I can get a little picture of these. This one was built by Chuck McCory City Auto. Fast little car. I don't remember who built this one, I think. Might have been Adam France. That one looks familiar probably to somebody in this chat, Michael Mathis. I think this one was Nick Devers. a fast one here. It's built by Marty France, Ohio FTE. One of the faster ones here. Don't remember who built that one. Slowpoke Racing. I think this must have been Don Boomershine. He's always sitting some cool cars, some fast cars. Don't know who built that either. Who knows? And the winner, the ugliest car in the group, old hot bird I built. Sasquatch. Yeah, yo, that's who that was. Sasquatch. He built some interesting builds. I don't know, Mathis. I want to see. There's people that's been racing. I've been racing a year and a little over a year, almost a year and a few months now since I've been modding. I don't know why people keep racing and don't get better. Let's just see what the old ugly hot bird will do with a large charge. This car is ugly. Ugly, ugly. And that was a super slow pass too. I don't even know if I reset the timer. I may not have. My car was running 2278s when I sent it out, so it's fast. Let's see, let me make some room here. Look at that, I just picked that up, it came apart. The brown turds, Michael Mathis. Clear some space here. I'll show you some fast cars here since Michael Mathis is here. My man has really stepped it up since he started. What you think about a roller toaster? Look at these Michael Mathis wheels. He must have a good technique on those. Run that roller toaster and large charge. Everybody was shocked at this roller toaster. The roller toaster. And Michael, at the Diecast City Raceplex, Mathis had a JDM Jam race, and this was his car. That thing is sweet. I mean, I barely beat that car. I mean, I think we can do away with large charge now. Oh, I'll show you the big giant James Clayman car. Check that beast out. Let me get my scale real quick. I think the heavy is a monster. There you go, 310 on that James Clayman Suburban, which I won in the SummerSlam circuit race. What I beat it with? I beat it with this F-150. That's a green light F-150. I made sure on the back window that I wrote bye. He and a baby, either 256 for the red pill. So we got some. You like that, Mathis? You know, there's a bunch of good dudes that race diecast. It's fun. We talk a lot of trash, just in fun. But we do good things. We help each other out all the time. quite a few of us. 3D Bob Maker, Mathis, we got League of Speed, City Auto, Chuck McCory are throwing in together to help a little kid that's just started racing, made a little YouTube channel. We have some really nice stuff. I think he's getting his track tomorrow from League of Speed, and then a bunch of us are sending cars. I'm sending them some secret graphite that I use, about 40 cars and a lot of track. But let's run the Suburban Monster against Michael Mathis. I believe, despite the double the weight, I believe Michael Mathis's car is faster. But somehow he's learned some kind of secret wheel technique. I don't know. Hard work. Let's watch it. Here we go. Mathis in 1, James Clemens Monster in 2. See that? That Michael Mathis car ran a 2281. That is hauling ass. Beat the big monster by about 2 car lengths. So it just shows you the heavy, even the heavier, cannot necessarily outrun a good built car. That's why I'm saying Michael Mathis car's 111. 111 grams for this Michael Mathis car against 310, almost triple the weight. That, my friends, is why the heavy's going down. Red Pill's about to take it. Let's see what other got fast. I don't even know how fast this car is. This car was going to you, 3D Bot Maker, but I kept it because I like it. I think it looks cool. There's that new Matchbox Mercedes. I think it's a CL 500 or something, but I put some Hot Wheels wheels on that thing. Let's see what it weighs. And Michael Mathis has turned out to be one of the top dudes, top builders in my opinion. Let's see what this one does. 126. I think I probably got some. I want to find something lighter. Hold up. I'm going to find a fast light mod here. I think I'll just run out box right here. Hold on. I really have not tuned this car in. I don't know if it'll do it, but just built this 57 grams. $57, $58. I don't think the wheels are quite dialed in, but let's see what this 57 gram red pill car will do against this beast. I'm not sure it'll win. Try to find out. Put plenty in one. Put a whole damn Earnhardt car in 2. Ooh, that was close. Seen it just barely. Just barely at the end, he pulled back. So, he beat him. I got a 57 grams for the lead, I'm short. Y'all might have seen that stretch Camaro I built. There's a stretched F1 that I built, and a stretched Bulletproof And there's an F-150 mod, 57 grams. We'll run him against James. This car's going to outrun him. Then I'll run my fastest car against him just to show you. There it is. 57 grams. Takes down the 310. Now let me get my other truck. It is fastest build I've made right here. F-150 extended cab 97. This car's 135 grams and it hauls ass. So let's see who we gonna race him with. Oh no, let's race a large charge. No, we ain't racing large charge. I'm just kidding. Let's find another James Clayman car. He's got some. Now don't let that truck being slow fool you. Let's see. Yeah, James. The first. We were talking about the other night in that chat group. The Christmas poo. That's James Clayman car right there. That is the poop car. Look, he even got poop on the toilet. That's disgusting. James is a funny dude, man. Let's see what else we got. Who else do y'all know here? Yeah, that is James. You're right, 3D bot maker. He's a strange dude. I like him though. He's a good dude. Nick Devers, maybe. Poor Nick Devers. Probably his fastest one right here. So last year's JDM race, same one I won that Civic. That slow Civic. That Civic I sent in ran like 3.23s, 3.3s. So it was really kind of shocking at what I know. There we go. 2.275. So it actually needs a little graphite. Probably it hasn't been touched in a while. But this car runs 2.255s or so on this track. Pretty consistent. It's fast. I don't know what else I want to see. 57 Chevy race last year. Mailman messed up my package. I believe I would have won that, but this car right here is fast. Well, let me just show you some mods here. I'm actually working on more shelving for these things because I ain't got no room. These are just some of the ones I've won right here. These are Nick Devers cars. Oh, let me put him back. We got all the custom bone shakers here that I won with this bad boy. Find where all these went. We got Marty France. Once I found out why he's been running better, Michael Mathis, I'll tell you that. Somebody been helping him out. Don Boomershine, all right here. He builds some nice cars. That's Robbie Colmford's car. If you don't know Robbie, that runs Diecast 64. I think he's the #1 dude building right now. And I gotta come with my best to outrun him, but he's the only guy I've got a losing record to. This is a beast right here, built by Reaper Racing. We got some Chuck McQuarrie, he builds good cars. All these cars here, Adam France, Jason Smith. Let's see. We got, like I said, these are some of my winning cars. Bone Shaker. We got a Matchbox race winner that won the relay at Nick Devers. That won the road race at Nick Devers. That was a race Marty had. It was like 34 Ford, I don't know, a bunch of different cars. Ugly Porsche, skinny wheels, won the Porsche race. That Rally Cat right there is a monster. If I got cars back, I would send that into Race Mountain. That is one of my fastest cars. 155 grams on that. I think when I sent it's 132, but it won the oddity race. That won the JDM race. Super was barely 100. We already talked about that one. There's the 370Z. It was on their second or third at DCR, won the JDM race at Michael Mathis's. All of these other cars are just mods I've built that haven't really won. None of these have won anything. This right here was my first mod ever. Last year, July 4th, the Flatbird. I just threw some pro circuits on it and packed it full of weight. And actually, I finished like third in my first race. It's pretty damn good. Built this one for my kids. This was one of my first ones too. It's just got a little putty in it before I even started figuring out how to use lead. I was actually working on this for 3D Bot Maker, but I cannot make it fast. I don't know what's wrong with it. I don't get it. These wheels, I can't make them go. I don't know. Got some more mods. This is was a Chris Wilson build, MF Wilson, but same dude I won that Civic from 3D Bot Maker, but it wasn't super fast. I rebuilt it, fixed it. This is one of my favorite builds. If you know these cars, you know they usually have the third axle right here, which I covered in. It actually rides pretty good, painted it up. I hadn't sent it to any races because I don't want to lose it. I just like it. See if you can see there. See where I filled in there. Use some lead and some JB Weld. But it's actually pretty fast. It's one of my favorite builds for sure. Like that old Monte Carlo. Yeah, that one was red too, 3D Bot Maker. It was red, probably just like the one you have. I couldn't bring myself to paint this old car. I just think it looks cool. I put old green wheels, white and green wheels on it. It's pretty sharp. This was actually second in that JDM race that I built. It's GTR. It's got the skinny wheels, but they roll good. This was either third or fourth. It's actually same as Michael Mathis's car. I think Michael Mathis did a little better job. I think his will smoke this one. Let's find out. Why not? You notice one thing? My builds do not have faster than ever. Somebody that know FTE revolution. Right, Michael Mathis? I don't know, I just would rather polish my own wheels and make them fast. But let's see how bad Michael Mathis smokes this thing. Built this year too. I really like that car, that F-150. Put the orange wheels on it, weighted it. I think that's just a good looking truck. Good wheels. Makes a lot of difference. is one I haven't finished yet. But that vet truck, these things are actually super ugly when they're painted, but that's turned out way cooler than I thought. The back of that thing. Like I said, I haven't finished it yet. I've just got the wheels glued in, no weight added yet. Eventually I'll get to it, and there's always other builds I'm working on. I just don't get to my fun builds much. One of the new Silverados. It's actually pretty. It was all red. I was going to leave it red. You can see these. This is a new wheel thing I'm trying to figure out and perfect, where they're kind of free, but I haven't got it figured out all the way yet. But it does spin pretty good, runs pretty decent. I like it. I like this car too. If you look in Walmart, they've got the Transformer cars. It's a Transformer Corvette with the old 3 spokes on it. I build with these wheels a lot. They are smooth wheels. And there's one thing you got to look for when you're building a mod is, let's try to show it up close a bit. See that wheel spin? There's no real wobble. See, the back one does bounce a little bit, so it's actually got a rough edge on the inside here. And that's what causes it to bounce a little bit, and that'll slow it down. You know, you lose a thousandth of a second, it could lose you the race with the dude's wheel speed. See if I can find one that's got some bad spot on it. I'm sure I do. I'll show you what it looks like. I know I got 100 open cars right here. Hold on. Yeah, that's a good example. F40 Matchbox. Anybody modding cars, you gotta look at these. Look at, see the wobble? See the wobble side to side on that wheel? Yeah, it wasn't spin good enough to do it. Alright. You can see it. That vibration starts, it just kills it. That is not a wheel you can use for anything. It's garbage. It's actually thinking about modding this very car for race mountain, but this is what we call a wheel that don't roll true. That back one too, they're both just terrible. You see the wobble? Awful. I think it's one thing that makes these new Mustangs fast. They must have had a new machine making these wheels, because they roll true. They roll smooth. And that's huge. Huge. Another good wheel, the Gold Lace. Roll true. No wobble. Gotta have a balanced wheel, just like you're riding in a car with tires that ain't balanced, it'll shake. Same thing on these. If you got shake, you ain't got speed. No doubt about that. That's why, like that governor that I raced against, the large charge, seems like those new Indonesia plant cars, that plant in Indonesia is new, are making really, really good wheels. No wobble. Let's show you. I'll show you my cars I'm working on right now, I guess. Since it turned out not to be a large charge showdown, it wasn't really much of a challenge. I don't know who I'm supposed to send this to next. Rhino, let me know. I don't even know if Rhino's in here. Cougar. The Cougar is fast too. For some reason that the Bug is not fast. I haven't found a fast Bug. You've got about 4 of them too. I've robbed the wheels on them. I wanted to race this one too. Well, he didn't make it, but I love the 928s. Found one of these on eBay that they didn't want a ton of money for. The Matchbox. These are, I think these are laser wheels too, maybe. Good cars, good fast stock cars. If you look at the fast stocks, the NASCAR cars. If you want a fast NASCAR car, you need to find the, I think it's 96 NASCAR. It was right before they went to the rubber tires. See, they got plastic. They got the Goodyears. Stock with a little graphite. They roll true. If you want to find a almost guaranteed fast car, that's it. The car that was my fastest for a long time before I started modifying was just like this Pro Circuit Mark Martin. These things are pretty heavy. I think they're 50 something grams, metal base, Pro Circuits. You know, the Pro Circuit funny cars are probably faster. I didn't have those. I didn't have money for those. I was paying my way through school, working full time, feeding babies and a wife, so I was broke. Only reason I got these is, you know, read 3D bot maker story about buying and selling on eBay. I did a lot of hustling, buying bulk stuff, selling on eBay, selling on Facebook. That's the way we made it. That's the way we bought groceries and food, and that's the way I had a full-time job too, but it didn't do it. Full-time job, nursing school, and I was out freaking making deals and selling and trading, and that's how we did it. It was hard, real hard, but done now, man. We reaping the benefits. Thank God. Or thank us, thank my wife for putting up with my attitude that I had shit, and I'm sure. How could I not? It was hard times, man. Hard times. Alright. Let's see what Red Pill's building. Let's move some cars. We got a few races coming up. I know Michael Mathis is on it. Got the winter circuit race, which I don't even know what I'm gonna race. But you know, Michael Mathis been tearing it up. Between the Indy and the NOS series, all the NASCAR series at Sub4Ra. So I'm gonna jump in the mix. This is gonna be my Red Pill racing car right here. Of course it is. I put them red 5 spokes. Haven't got it together. Still working on polishing the axles on it. It's my problem. I'll get started on a build, which is what I did. I started building the White Rabbit. And it's turned into like 6 cars, so I have all these ideas running through my head and I end up starting them all, so it takes a while. But I think that car right there is gonna be really sweet. A bunch of cars I have not built before. The Torque Screw. This is, I'm kind of modeled after that F40, it seems like. I think I've got it up to like 135 grams. I'll probably get some more in it, but I can't get these wheels polished up. I'm gonna have to find something else to take wheels off of. Like a rabbit car. wonder what that rabbit car could be for. I've changed it out to the clear and white wheels. It had some white wheels on it. These are them right here. But like I was showing you earlier with the wobble. Let's see. We can find one. I mean, you can fix this if you want to take 2 days to do it, but I ain't got time for that. So hopefully I'll have this thing put together tonight, maybe painted the rabbit. Should be all the ones I'm doing. That's the one I started with the rabbit. Monte Carlo. Again, I got 3 spokes on it, but they aren't glued in, so they're gonna scrub. You can't see them roll. This could be painted all white. We'll see. The other one that could be all white. One I have not built before. Shoot, I don't even remember what this one's called. These are all cars I've never built before, so just experimenting. That one. We got the new Volkswagen. Let's see what that'll do. And I got 2 more I'm building for Sub4Ra's truck series. We got the Sub4Ra. And one of my favorite castings, which the wheels are out, but I'm trying to graphite them, trying to polish them, the Tacoma. So I'm gonna try to go up in Rhino's place and run with you, Michael Mathis. Try to give you some challenge up there. I'm still building a Ford Escort for James Cleveland, but man, I cannot make that car fast. I can't send him a average fast car. He asked me if I'd modify a car for him. Seriously, he asked me what he would charge. I told him I'd do it for free, and dude ended up sending me a brand new flat out 442 with the sparkle paint, and those cars are like $20–$30, so I can't send him something average. I gotta send him something elite, and I cannot make it fast. I don't know why. So anyway, this has been long. Appreciate y'all watching and hanging out. I built this car camping, and then it rolls beautiful, but I cannot get it. It's not fast. I don't know why. It's actually, when I was building it, a big giant moth landed on it when I took a picture right beside it, so I called it the moth. But I love the way it looks, love the way it rolls, but it ain't fast. Don't know why. Anyway, appreciate it, guys. Yeah, Mothman. I'm gonna be here working. You know, I'm work overnight, so this is my daytime. I'm trying to work on these cars and straighten up this room. I worked 6 in a row, and you see what the kids done to it. Disaster. So I gotta get this cleaned up, or at least put into a pile so they can clean it up tomorrow. And try to get some mods built. See what I can do. I want to get that cars out to Rhino and 3D Bob Maker. I'm gonna get that one out to you by Monday if I can, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. If I can figure out how to turn this thing off, we're gonna be out of here. Y'all have a good night. Keep looking for speed. And boom.